Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate y'all being up here, and I appreciate y'all giving me that beautiful introduction. I'm another person that's running everything off my phone because they told me about this yesterday. They said, can you perform? I said, can I? Say, when I. Tell me when. Tell me how to do it. Yeah, I'm sorry, that's the code. Are y'all ready? No. Are you ready? Drop it. Yeah. 1, 2. 1, 2. This is how we gotta hit him. With no mercy. Yeah. The point of guerrilla war is not to succeed. It's always been just to make the enemy bleed, depriving the soldiers of the peace of mind that they need. Bullets are hard to telegraph when they bob and they weave. The only way a guerrilla war can ever be over is when the occupation can't afford more soldiers, till they have to draft the last of you into the service, and you refuse cause you don't see the purpose. Only way to counter the insurgents that are well equipped is to paint the people fighting for freedom as terrorists, then find a faction looking for foreign investment, install them in power and murder any objections. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Keep shutting off? What happened? DJ Low Budget in the house tonight. Yeah, man. Listen, hold on, stop. Listen, hold on. There's high tech, there's low tech, and then there's no tech. I brought no tech, sorry. But I brought my tech, Immortal Technique, and we're gonna come with hard lyrics, hard rhymes. Right now I'm speaking a Germanic language to you, but realistically speaking, there are many indigenous people that also speak a Latin-based language. I want to reach out to those individuals and tell them to join our indigenous brothers and sisters from the north in supporting them in their action against this horrible black snake that's coming across our land and polluting and destroying everything. Remember something, there are millions of species on this planet that can live without love, but not one of them can live without water. Fuck it, I'll do something in Spanish for him. Drop it, whatever you got. Yeah. Yo te dije que se acabó la mierda, todos. Es hora de revolución, mi gente. Por fin ha llegado. Si están asustados, si están nerviosos, no se preocupen. Porque el fin del miedo viene con eso. Yeah. Nos compraron el alma barata, hasta la sangre nos sacan, atacan y con un contrato te atrapan. Pero primero me matan, hermano, porque prefiero morir peleando que ser esclavo. Industria sucia, toma lluvia de ácido, aprende la historia de hip hop clásico. Cuando controlan el negocio y la cultura, la música se vuelve como su basura. Una reina latina, pintada como gallina, es más que bailarina o puta en la esquina. Es abogada, profesora, madre soldada, carga nuestro futuro cuando está embarazada. Mira nuestra gente crucificada y la manera desgraciada que estos perros no hablan de nada, más que fiestas y riqueza que la gente no tiene. Así que ahora basta de la violencia que viene. Un movimiento de verdad ha empezado, peleando, liberando los pueblos encarcelados. Golpe de estado y seramos independientes. Es hora de revolución nuevamente. I did not come here to tell anybody what to do. I came here to take orders from the elders and also from the youth when they came out to call. I have not come here as a leader, I have come here as a soldier. I have not come here to tell, I have come to ask. Revolutionaries don't talk to the people, they speak with the people. They get down among the people. They say thank you for being here, thank you for coming from all over the world. There are people watching you from Africa, from Palestine. There are people watching you from all over the planet and they're inspired by you. Don't forget that. Even the youngsters out there, don't think that just because you're 16, 17 years old there's someone who's 8 or 9 who thinks that you're Superman. They thinks that you are the coolest person in the world. Teach that person, pass your knowledge on to those young individuals so we can raise new generations of revolutionaries, new generations of warriors, new generations of people that will stay committed to this cause. And when I hear our elders call for us to support them, I have no choice but to come here and say, I have your back. I love y'all and I will be here. Peace, 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 peace. Oh yeah? Is that what you need? What are you looking for? That? Good. There we go. Drop that, CF. Yeah. Yeah. But standing rock. Indigenous people. This is the point of no return. I can never go back. Life without parole. Upstage, shackled and trapped. Living in the hole. Looking at the world through a crack. Oh, fuck that. I'd rather shoot it out and get clapped. I gone too far. Ain't no coming back for me. Auschwitz gas chamber full of Zyklon B. Just like the Spanish. Exterminating Tainos. Raping the black and Indian women. Creating Latinos. Motherfuckers baby out of self-righteous hatred. Now you got yourself a virus. Stuck in a matrix. Suicide bomber. Strapped and ready to blow. Lethal injection. Strapped down. Ready to go. Don't you understand? Don't never let me live out in peace. Concrete jungle, guerrilla war out in the streets. Nat Turner with the sickle, pitchfork and machete. End of the world, motherfucker, you not ready. This is the point of no return. Nobody can stop it. Malcolm Little when he knelt before Elijah Muhammad, the comet that killed the dinosaurs, changing the earth. He loved to criticize, always say I changed for the worse. Like prescription pills when you misusing them, nigga. The Templar Knights when they took Jerusalem, nigga, and figured out what was buried under Solomon's temple. Al-Aqsa, the name is not coincidental. I know too much. Government trying to murder me. No coming back like cutting your wrists open vertically. How could the serpent be purposely put in charge of the country? Thank you for all the love. Drop that next one. Drop that next one. Yeah. Yeah. Turn it up.
Sigue trabajando, carajo. Oye, Luis, ¿cómo van a terminar? Ahorita, con los que se apuran los burros. Ahorita viene el camión.
Yeah.
Apura. Mire. Ahorita van a venir para recoger los productos.
Apúrate. I'm on the border of Bolivia, working for pennies, treated like the slave. The coca fields have to be ready. The spirit of my people is starving, broken and sweaty, dreaming about revolution, looking at my machete. But the workload is too heavy to rise up in arms. And if I ran away, no, they probably murder my moms. So I pray to Jesucristo when I go to the mission, process the cocaine paste and play my position. Thank you. Since it's been going in and out, I want y'all to just hear the words. I tell people all the time, have you ever been dancing with somebody to music and you're grooving, you're doing your thing, you're like, oh man, this person really likes me. Maybe I like them too. And then you're grooving to the beat and the beat's incredible, and then you realize all of a sudden that the person rapping over the beat isn't saying a damn thing. Hey, you're not the only one that's been suckered into that. I like to dance too, come on, man. You know what I mean? So right now we're gonna cut all the words off. I'm just gonna go a cappella with my brother CF. We did a song together called A Moment of Peace, and it's about the words that people misuse in our society. So I wanna bring them back on so we can do this a cappella song together. Jump and drop that, man.
Yeah, what up? When I talk of Moses, 10 Commandments, I'm talking Moshe. On the tablets, Messiah ages, high-tech gadgets, anti-Arab, Zionist, fascist, Holocaust. That was tragic, no olive trees, no olive branches, no signs of peace. In the Middle East, this history I re-examine. When I say Muhammad, I don't mean a prophet. Kid in Gaza, with no options. Killed his mama, you don't see the problem, so we join Hamas and now you wanna bomb him. When I talk of Jesus, I don't mean a savior. I mean your neighbor, here for labor, hard worker, paper chaser. But you refuse, you racist haters, no aviator, no Howard Hughes, trying to reach the high altitudes, touch the sky, it cloud my views. I came back damn more powerful from the promised land of milk and honey. That an honest man with filthy money. It's the banksters that ganked us. It ain't Taliban that killed this country. Al-Qaeda coming, so let's run, but there's red run from them hedge funds. There's more drones, less guns, there's war zones, dead sons, hormones, messed up. Everyone is so confused, I praise God, my skate pod is inside that vocal booth. You know it's true, I do this for my people, ain't no eulogy. We will bring it back in unity from here To back in the days and the spirits of those who passed before us at Wounded Knee. My name is Sept. Yeah, check it. So like I said, the words that people misuse. When I say autistic, I don't mean retarded, but a genius light in a world of darkness. But regardless, the world is heartless. Cell phone targets for bombardments. I'm out of shits I used to give. So close to death, I see the lives I used to live. My future kids, I leave them with this tutelage. When I say hip hop, I don't mean the music, I mean the culture, not the vultures. They're an ulcer. Fucking devils smell like sulfur. Fearless when I spit the flow, talk with my hands like Cicero. And it won't be funny like Piscopo, cause romance and death is miserable. Someone gotta die, make the shit to go. I'm hungry and invincible. One nation indivisible, betrayed by individuals, descendants of the criminals that pretended to be biblical and hide behind residuals. So I'm critical of those bankrupt in their spiritual. Double time, double tap, pop the Nina, collapse your lungs like emphysema. I'll light one up with your subpoena, cause I glow like fish from Fukushima. I sing like Christians in the arena, fed to the lions and hyenas, massacred like Indonesia. Gone are the days of Iwo Jima, cause the surge wasn't just troops that we sent to Iraq, it was the surge in money we pay rebels not to shoot back. That's not victory, but it's history, and liberty slope is slippery. More miscarriage than delivery. Genocide grows like old hickories. The green leaves are made of bigotry. So the Fed Reserve ain't shit to me. It's symmetry to tyranny with freedom as its imagery. So I'm firing artillery at every possibility. When my moment comes, fuck sympathy. You just keep fighting with dignity. I love you. I am motivated and I'm inspired by what I see. I see tribes that have a history of warring with each other, standing with one another, growing in spirit, growing in strength, growing in knowledge, growing in wisdom. We are much stronger together than we are apart. I always tell people we were not just colonized by war. We were colonized by war, by our economic system, by our relationship with our women, and that was destroyed by our relationship with our spirits and our ancestors. We need to get back to that. We need to understand who we are as a people and where we come from. If the world can be shamed by watching ISIS destroy artifacts in Syria and Iraq, then they should be ashamed of them destroying the artifacts and the ancient burial sites of the people that were here for thousands of years. So if you got someone you love, grandmother, grandfather, could be just one of your friends that passed away, no matter who it is, put a peace sign up in the air for them right now. We're gonna rock like this. This song was produced by the late, great Jay Dilla.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
Here's another warrior song.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Motherfucker, say your prayer.
For brothers who died from black on black. Rest in peace.
Yeah.
You ain't paying respect.
What you supposed to?
Rep this life to the fullest.
Rest in peace.
This ain't for y'all.
Yeah.
This to them.
Yeah. Here's a toast to the dead. If you don't drink, smoke to the head. For the freedom fighters killed by the feds. For those who died hard in the streets, soaking in bed. And died slow asleep in a dream, choking in bed. Here's a toast to the dead. For my enemies that are gone. I'm not a coward, so celebrating that would be wrong. I pray to God that your soul will come back again, so I can see you in the next life and finish it then. Toast to the dead for criminals burning in hell. I wonder how many presidents are burning as well. Emperors, popes, senators, generals, amputees feeling lucky until they see the vegetables. A toast to the dead for those who are forgotten, written out of history by the corrupted and rotten. Black saints whitewashed during La Reconquista. Thousands of Indios, Spaniards used to conquer the Incas. Fuck a moment of silence, I need a moment of violence, like the 19th century Caribbean islands. Long live those who came before, that paved the way for me. Warriors and scientists that came before slavery. If that last lyric was predictable, take that clairvoyance and apply it to life in the physical. Presumptuous, half-hearted, homunculus. Self-destruction is the power without knowing what the function is.
There's another warrior song. Rep this life to the fullest.
Rest in peace. Motherfucker, say your prayers.
For brothers who died from black on black ground. Rest in peace.
You ain't paying respect. You supposed to.
Rep this life to the fullest.
Rest in peace.
This ain't for y'all. This goes to them.
Rest in peace.
Here's a toast to the dead for all of my fam. I will never let an idea die with a man. My rhymes are like NASCAR lines designed to give a few of this. Jay Dilla's still alive as long as his music
is toast to the dead. But rap legends and pioneers and legacy won't be forsaken as long as I am here. Knowledge of the past and wisdom of the present I teach and leave in the hands of a worthy lieutenant. A toast to the dead, for children with cancer and AIDS. A cure exists and you probably would have been saved. Sad to see medicine, divorce, morality, corporate home wreckers pimping up a salary. Toast to the dead, for those that had died today, the victims and those exonerated by DNA. Only thing worse than giving freedom to the guilty is killing the innocent and leaving your soul filthy. Immortal Technique, remember me when I'm gone. I encrypted my lyrics to stay alive in a song, so you'll always keep a piece of my spirit inside. When you struggle to complete what I started before I died, but some of you won't survive the changes the earth makes, swallowed by tsunamis, hurricanes and earthquakes. And that's just the first stage. If we cannot reverse ways and realize that we are one regardless of our birthplace. Where we going? Where we going? No, we're not gonna do that. Let's not ruin this evening. It's been such a lovely evening. I really want to say that I was inspired by seeing so many performers come up here from so many different parts of the world, and I want to reiterate, people are watching you from everywhere on this planet. I know it's hard to imagine, but just think about it from this perspective. When you look at the sky and you see all those dots and people tell you those are stars, realize something beyond that. At this distance, ladies and gentlemen, those aren't stars, those are galaxies out there, all right? Millions of stars. You can't see them because they're all clustered in one point of light. Sometimes you can't see all of the people out there that are supporting you because it's just one cluster of human beings, but they're out there. They see you from all over the planet. They're listening. Reach out to them. Make the call. They will answer. You made the call to me. I answered. Others will answer. They will come and we will stop this dead in its tracks. Drop that, man. This song was never on none of my albums. I dedicated it to the memory of my cousin. It was called Caught in the Hustle. Yeah. They say the odds against me are crooked and impossible. Like I was born with a hole in my heart. It's an obstacle. I left to die for the doctors in the children's hospital. But I never lose hope. Success is psychological. The world is volatile and the street is my education. Shaping the nation like the blueprint of a mason. While Shawshank record deals get you raped on occasion. So I'm focused on my economic situation. I'm like them little kids on TV that dig through the trash. I hustle regardless of the way you talk shit and laugh. A lot of people drop science but they don't know the math, cause their mind is narrower than the righteous path. Funny how on the block people can kill you for cash but never raise the gun to cry out freedom at last. The Cold War's over but the world is still getting colder. Atlas walking through the projects with the hood on my shoulders. I would like to raise my children to grow to be soldiers, but then a general would decide when their life would be over. So I work hard until my personality splits like the Black Panthers into the Bloods and the Crips. They said I'd never be shit, but now I sit and reminisce like Yeshua Ben Yosef flipping through Genesis. Ignorance is venomous and it murders a soul, spreading like a virus, running rampant out of control. So if I should ever fall and get caught in the hustle, let them know that I died while I fought in the struggle. From the hood rats to rich kids lost in a bubble, spray painted on the streets and in the subway tunnels. Write it down and remember that we never gave in. The mind of a child is where the revolution begins. So if the solution has never been to look in yourself, how is it that you expect to find it anywhere else? Immortal Technique in the streets, back on the hustle. 3 strikes to get you life for stuffing cracks in a duffel. Upstate behind steel gates, attacked in a scuffle. Razor blades stuck on the side of pencils, hacked through your muscle. But the emptiness is what bleeds you to death when it cuts you. And it's the lawyers, not the inmates, scheming to fuck you. Trying to fight the system from inside eventually corrupts you. That's what you get when you put a corporation above you. And it's the people that love you that seems to hurt you the most. Sometimes when they die, you find yourself cursing their ghosts. But you make success, nobody delivers your fate. Sometimes you give and you take. Since prehistoric vertebrates crawled out of the lakes. And that's the truth about life. More to do with the ghetto than your car rims and your ice. Cause even though we survived through the struggle that made us, we still look at ourselves through the eyes of people that hate us. But I'ma make it regardless of the trumped up charges and semi-automatic barrages that brought to the cartridge. Post-traumatically scarred kids that try to be brave. Niggas backstab each other just to try to get paid. Turn cannibal like knights during the crusades. Afraid of responsibility, addicted to greed. girl, purposefully losing a seed, as if we bound to the destiny we used to receive. So if I should ever fall and get caught in the hustle, let them know that I died while I fought in the struggle. From the hood rats to rich kids, lost in a bubble, spray painted on the streets and in the subway tunnels. Write it down and remember that we never gave in. The mind of a child is when a revolution begins. So if the solution has never been to look at yourself, how is it that you expect to find it anywhere else? Yeah. Put your peace signs up. Put your peace signs up. Put your peace signs up. Repeat after me. I believe.
I believe.
I believe that we will win.
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 Belief is half the fight, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna drop one last one. I just had these 5 tracks emailed to me this morning so I could perform it, as you see. But I'm gonna rock this last one. And it's very special to me. And I dedicate it to the people that invited me out here. And I appreciate the love and support that they have created for this space. They have created a sanctuary for the spirits to be here with us, to hear our voices and for us to hear theirs. So I say this. Imagine the word of God without religious groupies. Imagine the Savior, born in a Mexican hoopty, persecuted single mother in a modern manger. You'd crucify him again like a fucking stranger. Tears of the anger worth more than diamonds or rubies. Imagine being locked up since juvie. Imagine changing your life and still going out like Tukey. Imagine people talking shit when they never knew me. Imagine a movie that depicted the pain in your life, like them kids in Afghanistan chasing a kite. For most of the world, that's what it's like. Imagine if the person you're supposed to love for the rest of your life is set to marry someone else at the end of the night. They say you fight the greatest jihad in your heart and your mind, and fight the hardest when you start from behind. So I dream the impossible all the time. Fuck a Masonic design, America's future is mine. Repeat that to yourself, cause if our culture's a crime, them numbers tatted on your arm aren't too far behind. They can only conquer you after they murder your mind. So rise up, motherfucker, like the sign of the times. I feel my body weakening, but my spirit is fine. Ready to go to war with devils at the drop of a dime, and fight with my rebel army until the stars are aligned. Cause Nostradamus was a white man's prophet who predicated European supremacist logic, because the pilgrims and the conquistador columns killed more innocent people than Hitler and Stalin. So I guess the fortune teller skipped an Antichrist or two. Brother, give this to the OGs doing life with you, and pray for the problems with the Pope psychology, so the Vatican will offer an apology. For what? For destroying the people's liberation theology, snatching the spirit of Jesus from people in poverty. Business decisions like keeping people in prison, but had the opposite effect, incarcerating religion. That type of crooked politics exposed on a populace is obvious if you read the Northwood documents. So fuck the compliments for what I recorded. Please live for revolution instead of always dying for it. I love you. Before I leave, I want to say something very important. There's a saying in Spanish, and it says que el lugar de la mujer no es en la cocina, es en la lucha. It says that a woman's place is not in the kitchen, it is in the revolution. We cannot afford... We cannot afford to let Eurocentric patriarchy destroy our movement. We must, if other people are willing, if we're asking other people to acknowledge their white privilege, we have to acknowledge our male privilege. We have to become greater than warriors. I tell my brothers all the time, listen, a soldier is just a piece of a warrior. A soldier doesn't know why he's fighting sometimes. He just follows order and does what he needs to do. A warrior knows why he's fighting. He thinks about the battles he has. A warrior may never actually pick up a weapon, but he's out there fighting right now. If you're a revolutionary doctor and you're out there fighting, you are fighting against disease, you are fighting against poverty. If you are a revolutionary lawyer or a teacher, you are still a rebel and you are still fighting, you are still a warrior. And I remind people that a warrior, young brothers, is just a piece of a man. In order to be a man, you have to be a teacher, a father, a cook. You have to be a psychologist. You have to be a lot of things, brother. Don't think that you can just flex your muscles and act tough and that's it. It's not about how tough you are. Remember, it's about how much you can suffer, because the weight of something is not measured by how much it weighs, but by how long you can carry it. I tell people all the time, we don't have enough time to sit here and have these petty rivalries with each other anymore. I am inspired to see people coming together from all parts of the world, and I'm thankful that you brought me here. We're doing a supply run tomorrow again, and also they invited me to come to the school to do a creative writing workshop for the youth tomorrow. So if the youth want, we'll do some hip-hop stuff, we'll do some short story stuff. Right now, I don't know if I mentioned this, but I'm presently teaching in a prison for youth. And I think it's important because as a person, and I reach out to the elders, to the brothers in here, and to the sisters, people who may have found themselves incarcerated. Remember, man, that doesn't give us the right to brag about it. That gives us the responsibility to educate these young people that that's not a rite of passage, that that's fucking slavery, okay? There we go. There we go. I want to send a big shout out to the Red Warrior Camp for hosting me and for showing me so much incredible love. And to the people from all the camps that I came across, you know what? I'm from New York. Usually when you make eye contact with someone for more than 1 second, you tell them to fuck off. But now, it's beautiful. I'm sorry, pardon my language. I'm a vulgar man. I assure you my music is not. So I've been having a wonderful time, because every time I make eye contact with somebody that looks like someone I know back home from Peru, or someone that lives down my block in New York, I see a smile, I see camaraderie, I see, man, I'm depending on you and you're depending on me. I give them a salute, they give me a salute. I give them a smile, they give me a smile. I give them my hand, they give me my hand. That's how it was supposed to be, ladies and gentlemen. That's how it's supposed to be. Let's not lose this momentum. Let's continue it going. And if we can end by putting your fist in the air and repeating after me, Viva la revolución! Viva la revolución! Viva la revolución! We will destroy that Dakota Access Pipeline. We will redeem our people. Water is life! Water is life! Water is life! I love you. My name is Immortal Technique. It was my humble pleasure to be here with you. I'm honored that you invited me, and I will come back whenever I'm invited again. I love y'all. Peace.
Give it up one more time for Immortal Technique!